Welcome back, everyone, to another incredible episode of Chat with Dan. Now, before we start, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to checking this out. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow, it helps a lot, and again, thank you. Have an incredible day or evening, depending where you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Welcome back, everyone, to another incredible episode of Chat with Dan. For today, we have on the show the epic, the badass, the awesome Scott. Scott, how are you today, man?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. And what better way to finish up an epic day than to be chatting with someone as badass as you know what I mean?
Thanks, brother. I appreciate you having me back, man. It's been like a year since we spoke, so
Right? A lot of things happen. A lot of
I
things.
like I like your new setup, man. It looks good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. As I said, it's been a whole constant of changes here and there. But the good thing is though I can have a more stable setup. So here we are.
Absolutely, brother.
There you go. So tell me, what's new? What have you been up to over this couple of months? Tell me.
Grinding, man. Putting in the work behind the scenes. Um, as you know, last time I told you I just had a baby, so raising the baby. She's 17 months now.
Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, life's different in that way. But yeah, raising the baby and taking care of the fam and working behind the scenes, man. So it's been a crazy year, especially this past month in December. It ended with a whole bunch of new releases and stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's been good.
incredible. That's incredible. I love it. And so for today, we'll be talking about your upcoming film and TV show. So let's start with the film. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so Blue Lightning is now released. We actually have the red carpet premiere this Saturday in two
Okay.
days in Georgia, Lyons, Georgia. So if anybody's in Lyons, Georgia and wants to swing by the Marquee Theater, we'll be premiering the movie there. The movie's streaming on Pureflix, just another streaming app for the ones who haven't heard of that before. It was new to me as well. But the film stars Quentin Aaron, who most people know as Big Michael Orr from the movie The Blind Side.
Okay.
And yeah, I play this character who is pretty rotten, and he's a father, and he has incredibly bad intentions in the movie, and it was a blast to work on. We shot it about a year and a half ago down in Lyons, Georgia, and um, finally getting to see it is amazing because those things take so much time. It's been,
Yeah.
gosh, a year and a half. So it's really cool to see the final product, and so we've had the people who've already been watching the film. It's been getting really good reactions, and I'm excited to have it premiere this Saturday.
That's incredible. I love it. And without giving too much information, what can you tell us more about your character?
So I play this character. His name's Ray, and the film all around is a very kid family friendly film. So any age can watch it.
Okay.
But the movie is about this little girl who she's an orphan, and unfortunately her parents had passed away,
Mm.
and they end up tracking down her grandfather.
Okay.
And there was a lot of bad history in the family, and her grandfather had no idea that he had a granddaughter, and they have a really testy relationship at first. They have a bad traumatic past, both individually, and they bond over soapbox car racing, which is what this town that they live in is all about. And she has a best friend. His name is Harper in the film, and he's an orphan as well. And I play his. In the whole film, he's talking about how he hopes his dad will find him because his mother had passed away too. And I play this character. I play his father, and
Okay.
but his father will eventually find him, but doesn't have the best intentions when he comes to find him. So he said he's not a. To me, I didn't play a father because a father loves, nurtures, takes care of their children, and
Absolutely.
that's not really the motive behind Ray's character. So
Wow. I mean, that sound. Yeah, I love it. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Uh huh. You were saying?
no, yeah, I was agreeing with you. Sorry.
Ah, that's cool. Wow. And like, how long it took the process for you to get the character ready?
So it was really very quickly actually.
Okay.
So I remember I read for a different role in the film actually, and they contacted my representation and said, "Hey, we want him to audition again. We want him to read for this character Ray." And so I did a different reading, and I sent it in. I sent in the tape, and had no idea what the story is about. And I got a call the next day and said, "Hey, we need you on set tomorrow."
Mm.
So they sent me the entire script. I read the entire script, and I read everything that had to do with my character all like within a night.
Okay.
So I
Wow.
didn't have much time at all. And then I was on set for the next 3 days shooting my sequences. But yeah, it was a really quick process. Like I read for that role and was on set the exact same week, which
Yeah.
can be very rare. So it was a very hurry up process, but ended up turning out really well. So I'm, I don't think it had any distractions or caused any,
Yeah.
bad ill will towards my performance. So hopefully everyone else feels that way.
That's incredible. Wow, and like especially like how short it was, because I mean, from some of the interviews that that I had, sometimes they will get time, couple of months, weeks, perhaps, a couple of more than I don't know, 5, 6 days. So you pretty much got it in a couple of months. That's pretty. I mean that's pretty badass. Just saying.
I did it. Yeah. I mean, literally. I mean, the casting director contacted my representation and said, we would like to offer Scott this role. And then they made the agreement. And within like 2 hours, I'm sent the script.
There
And I'm
you
like, all
go.
right, awesome. And then within an hour later, I get a call from one of the producers and they need me on set tomorrow. And I'm like, okay.
Cool.
So not only is there like travel arrangements I got to work out, there's it's also preparing to play this role.
Yeah.
In a 24-hour turnaround. So it was a little bit of a challenge, but it worked out.
There you go. Yeah, that's awesome. Then, if you could describe this film, or the things that we can expect in 3 words, which one would you choose?
Um, Soulful,
Okay.
loving, forgiveness.
There you go. Okay. All right. I like those words.
The film's
That's
got a really good message to it. Like I said, it's really about the relationship between this older gentleman and
yeah.
his granddaughter who have never met before until she was 12 years old. And both characters have tremendous losses in their life that they're trying to get over. And
Yeah.
it's in their eyes, it's like bad timing and there's no connection there. But as they learn each other and figure each other out, and they become a family, which is what they really are. And so it's got a really good message. Like I said, any age can watch the film and get a lot out of it.
That's incredible, man. I mean, I can wait. I can wait to see it. I mean, I will. Yeah. Let's. I'll be looking forward to see it. I mean, when we can see it here in Mexico, but I'll be
Yeah,
definitely
for
seeing it
sure.
as soon as possible. That's really cool. That's awesome. And
Yeah.
moving a little bit here on your TV show also. Talk to me. Yeah, like tell me about it.
Yeah, so I make an appearance in the new television series George and Tammy,
Okay.
which is the story of country singers George Jones and Tammy Wynette and their whole legendary journey in the 70s. I honestly wasn't familiar with them until I had got the role. And then I talked to people like my grandmother, who was a big fan of hers. And, other people were like, oh, wow, they were like like George Jones was apparently the king of country music in the 70s. And I had no idea. So I got to learn a lot of really cool things about them and be a part of this story. And then as I got deeper into reading the script of the episode I was in, it was like, oh my God, like these two, they went through hell. And they just still found a way to not only uh, deliver to their fans and the people that count on them musically, but they just
Mm.
somehow just no matter the traumatic experiences they were experiencing together, and they always found a way to uh, come back to each other. And it was just a really cool story. And the Jessica Chastain and Michael Shannon play George and Tammy, and they were just amazing, absolutely amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, Jessica has been nominated. I mean, the Golden Globes are over now, but she was nominated for a Golden
Yeah.
Globe, SAG-AFTRA award. And Michael Shannon should have been nominated too because they were just brilliant. absolutely brilliant. So the series, actually, the series, when the first episode premiered back in December 4th, the show is on Showtime.
Okay.
It broke the record on Showtime for the most viewed premiered show ever in 50 some years on Showtime.
No
So
kidding.
yeah, it was
Wow.
really cool. The show has gotten a great reaction, and it's
Yeah,
really
of
really cool to
course.
be a part of it. So I make an appearance in episode 3.
That's awesome. That's so cool. And tell me,
Yeah.
like, how and like to be like how was the whole same here? Like, how was the process for you to get that character? I mean, was it also like quickly, or you got like a little bit more time to it?
Yeah, no, that's so it was, again, that was another audition. So I play this blackjack dealer
Okay.
in the show. I have a really intense scene with Michael Shannon, and it's a really pivotal moment in this episode and in the story. And no, I auditioned, and I I found out that I booked the role maybe 2 weeks later, and but I didn't shoot for about 3 months.
Mhm.
So, and it wasn't as big as a role as Blue Lightning. So it's funny, I had a bigger role in Blue Lightning in such a short amount of time to prepare, and I had a smaller role in George and Tammy, and I had 3 months to prepare. So it's just crazy how things like that work. But yeah, I booked it in like December of 2021, and then
Yeah.
shot it in March of 2022. So,
Wow.
because it's a 6 episode series, so it took them about 5 months to shoot it. But yeah, I didn't shoot my sequence for 3 months.
That's
So
it. Yeah.
yeah, we shot up in and we shot it in a studio up in Wilmington, North Carolina. So, which was an amazing experience in itself.
That's incredible. And like whenever you get the chance to travel, to different states or even countries sometimes, like do you usually bring like let's say like something that usually brings you luck? Because I have ended up discovering that for some actors, whenever they have to go travel, they will bring kind of something to kind of bring them luck, like something like that. You know what I mean?
Not nothing to really bring me luck. The two things that I bring, and one thing that I've had to really learn over time is gratitude,
There you go.
because you know there's a long period of time where you're not a working actor, where you're auditioning and you're waiting for the phone, and the day or days that you're on set and you're working, I'm just grateful, because there are a
Absolutely,
lot of
man.
actors that don't have a job that day, and don't have a job that week. And so I've learned to bring gratitude. And The second thing that I don't really bring with me, but when I finished my day working on George, well, one of my days working on George and Tammy, um, I got to FaceTime my daughter, and that was just really cool, because it's weird. Kids and babies just have such a crazy way of bringing you back down to earth.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And it don't matter how high you think you are on a mountain, they just bring you back down to earth. And you know, going to set, working with an amazing director, John Hillcoat, and an amazing cast with these legendary actors, and just feeling so lucky and grateful that I'm there and that I'm working with them and I'm learning. Um, when I'm done, I FaceTime my daughter, and she just has a way of bringing me back down to earth. And it's just like, it's like it's feeling like you're at home away from home type of deal. So
absolutely.
yeah.
It's incredible, man. I mean, what can I say? It's awesome the fact that you have like accomplished so many cool stuff, and also with these two things almost like coming up, together at the same time. I mean, that's awesome. And also one of the things that I do love about actors is how you guys, yeah, I mean, besides showing us, I mean, entertainment, give us emotions and everything, you're also showing us that dreams can come true, because you will go through a lot of different like difficult moments. I mean, as you said, the fact that you can audition for months, nothing happens, and you need to eat, you need to pay rent, you need to pay bills, you need to, and I can understand that how like the whole frustration of not receiving an income. and you're working on your craft, but the fact that you still pushing forward to make things happen, that is one of the things that I do, that I admire. And also the fact that no matter how difficult or problematic your personal life might be at that moment, when it's time to perform, you give us your 100%. And I mean, besides being professional, I mean, that takes a lot of courage, and that takes a lot of, like, yeah, a lot of courage to put those feelings away and give us your best performance for us, the audience. I mean, that's amazing. What can I say?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a I've been pursuing acting for 10 years now, and it honestly
Yeah,
took 7 years of not knowing what to do at all and not moving forward at all to
totally.
finally find the right guidance and find the right people who can support me and point me in the right direction. And during those 7 years, it's incredibly easy to give up and to talk yourself into something else and question whether or not this is the right thing to do for you. And like, gosh, 5 years have gone by, maybe I should have done something else, because it's an incredibly easy industry to get discouraged.
Yeah,
And I still do. I mean, I'll go through long periods of auditions, audition after audition, and not be booking anything. And you have your dark days, but at the same time, you have to remember that's part of the journey of being an actor.
yeah,
That's the auditioning and not booking for months and months and months. That goes back 100 years of being an actor. Like, that's nothing new in this industry. You know what I mean? I mean, you have your very, very small amount of people who get lucky on that first time. Johnny Depp's a perfect example. Uh, Charlize Theron, but that's 90%, 95% of the actors that are celebrities and working, they have gone through this of going 10 years of auditioning before they had found success.
yeah,
Jason Bateman had a great speech a couple years back when he won the award for Ozark, and he said, he had great success in his 20s doing Teen Wolf 2 and these things, and then he went, he was already a product, and he went through this long period of time before he got Arrested Development on Netflix. That he was, and he said it, he's like, you're at home and you're sitting there and you're wondering if you got it, and he's like, you're just one job away. And it's honestly the God honest truth. You're one job away.
totally.
And that was really an inspiring thing. But you need to, if you're going to be an actor and if you're going to pursue this, because there's people that will say they're going to pursue it and they might do a few things here and there, or they might do it seriously for 2 months and then they kind of fall off.
Yeah,
um you're going to have that probably in every profession, but you see a lot of that in the industry. But if you're really going to pursue acting and you want to do it as a career, because I feel, I will always tell people, do not do it unless your heart tells you you have to, unless there's no other option for you to be happy, because you're going to go through a ton of hard times. I mean, this career is a roller coaster ride. I mean, literally, you can be going up, then all of a sudden you can be going down. I mean, it's that crazy, and you need to develop this mindset of understanding that you're not always going to be on set working, but you're mostly going to be at home marketing, submitting, practicing your craft, and understanding that it's okay if you're not booking the job, but if you're doing the right things to work at your craft to move you forward, hard work pays off. I don't care what anybody says. If
mm,
you're working hard and you're mentally devoted to what you're doing, and you're always uh, kind of looking back and reevaluating what you're doing and your like action steps to move you forward in whatever journey you're on, it's gonna pay off eventually. Denzel Washington said it perfectly: hard work works.
yeah.
But you can't do something for a week and then not do something for a month and then complain that nothing happens. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You have to be okay with nothing happening for a while, but you can always be doing something.
Yeah,
I have a mentor, a great friend of mine, William Mark McCullough, who absolutely changed the course of my career. Um, he has really, I haven't seen him in a while because he just directed a movie called Savannah Haunting, which everybody should go see. But when I was really working with him in person, he really developed this plan, and not just for acting, just for life in general, about setting goals in your life. And it not just a yearly goal. You need to be setting daily goals, monthly goals, taking small baby steps every single day to get to your 1 month goal. And something about that just really hit home with me because he really designed it in a way that is easy,
Hmm.
makes sense, and really encouraging. I mean, I write my goals down every single day, like Sunday through Saturday. I write what I'm going to do, three little tiny steps every single day. That's going to get me closer to my 1 month goal. And that's going to get me to my 6 month goal. And I read these goals about 25 times a day because it keeps it in the front of my mind. You know, I have a 10-year goal of like, in 10 years, I want to win an Oscar and be a movie star. That's a huge goal. And most people are going to look at me and say, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. You're ridiculous. They're going to laugh at me. If they're not laughing at me, if they're not calling me crazy, my goal ain't big enough.
Mm.
Because if my goal is not crazy and big like that, and like it seems so far away and out of reach, what the hell am I going to be motivated for every single day? What am I going to be what's going to inspire me if I don't have this ridiculous goal that I can chase? It might not happen, but it's something that's going to keep me motivated and keep me grinding every single day to reach it. You know what I mean? You set a
Yeah.
1 month goal, something that's really realistic for you to do. Then you set a 6 month goal. But during that time, you have three little steps that you take 7 days a week that's going to get you to accomplish that goal. And not just in acting, any profession you do, you need to set goals. You need to write your goals down. You need to read them every single day so you don't get sidetracked, and they're always up here. They're always in the front of your mind. You understand the purpose you have of your day and what it means and what you're shooting for. So honestly, that's how I live my life. It's a very disciplined way of living, which is discipline is something you got to learn and you got to really embrace. But it works, and I'm a huge example of that because without his methods that he's shown me, just of setting goals in your life, something that every single person can do. You don't need money to set goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, if you set a goal and you take action steps every single day for the rest of your life, in 6 months your life will be different. I can promise you that.
There you go. I mean, what can I say? Yeah, true. I do. Yeah, I can. Yeah, you spoke the truth here, man. And I totally I agree with everything. The fact that you put hard work, the results are gonna be, there. And yeah, it's true. I mean, you need to, yeah, you need to put your mind on it. And whenever you put it, just focus on it, and things will happen eventually. But of course, with hard work at the same time, because if you have something in mind but don't do anything, it's gonna be just a dream and that's it. You know what I mean? So the fact that you are doing it, and also that you're achieving projects here and there, I mean, it's incredible. With these two upcoming ones, that's incredible. And I'm super sure that our next conversation is gonna be about more and more and thousands of projects one day, because like the whole passion you put to it, and the fact that you're showing us that it is possible, and here you are, I think that's proof enough for everyone to be like, if he can do it, I can do it too. And that's incredible, man.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, it's the way I live my life now, and
Yeah,
I've just really been taking control of the mindset that you know excuses are worthless.
oh yeah,
Like you can have every excuse in the book. I mean, I meet so many people all the time that won't go to the gym because of this, and this. They can't pay for a gym membership. It's free to go outside and run. Like
totally.
it's just a mountain of excuses, and I don't have time for that personally. You make it work, and you get up, and that means you got to get up an hour earlier in the morning. You know, crack open a Red Bull, but get it going. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I love it, man. I love it. Keep doing what you do. As I said, it is inspiring, and it's bad at what you do. I love it. And as I said before, the fact that you are making it happen, get things done. I mean, it's awesome. And before we finish, so this weekend is the premiere for the film, and then when can we expect to watch you on the TV show?
yeah, so Saturday is the red carpet premiere. It's in it's down in Georgia, a town called Lyons, Georgia, at the Marquee Theater. They have a cast meet and greet at 4 p.m. and then they're premiering the film at 5 p.m.
Okay.
And then Blue Lightning is on Pureflix now to stream. So I mean, you can go on Pureflix. I mean, they're offering a 7-day free trial, like all these streaming sites do. So, and then George and Tammy is fully out now. It came out in December, so
Okay.
you can go on. That's streaming now on Showtime. Um, and then yeah, along with that, I'm currently also working in my friend Sarah Diana's Artist Resource Center, which is I'm in right now, actually.
Yeah.
Which I believe you know Sarah Diana. She's the founder of the Artist Resource Center, which we call it Art Take Two. It's
Cool.
a place in Charleston, South Carolina, where it's a place for actors, dancers, models, singers, people who want to do voiceover, anybody who has any interest in pursuing the arts. This is a place for you to come and get the correct guidance, the correct resources. We are contacted with industry professionals that are coming in here, teaching classes, teaching workshops, and there are people that are actually doing what they want to be doing for a living. You know, acting, doing voiceover work, dancing professionally, and
Yeah.
because this can be such a lonely profession, and you don't know who to ask, and you don't feel safe. There's a lot of scammers in this business, and
Absolutely.
this is a place for people to come and get the correct guidance. Sarah is she was a Marine, so
Mhm.
all services are completely free to veterans as
Wow.
well. We support veterans, and it's just an amazing place to come and make your dreams come true, because we welcome everybody to come here. Don't be afraid. You can get auditions taped here. You can come here and take dancing classes, do voiceover work, just get information in general, and just come talk to us. So I'm trying to help. I'm helping her get started. She just had her grand opening last week, and I mean, she's totally renovated this whole space and built audition rooms, voiceover rooms. She's got a whole dance studio around the corner in the back.
Wow.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's in Charleston, South Carolina. So if you're in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, if you're ever in the area, and please stop by and see us. And don't be afraid to go after your dreams, because you can do it, and we want to help you.
There you go. Wow. I mean, I will drop the mic, man. So yeah, that's incredible here. I mean, that's the perfect way to finish this. 10 out of 10. I love it. I love it. I also want to thank those who watch this. Thank you so much. If you are either watching this on YouTube or listening on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon, or Google, make sure to go follow Scott. I mean, the episode is about to be over, so before moving to the next video, make sure to follow him. I mean, you already see he's awesome. He's a total badass here. Let's make him viral. Hashtag Team Scott, because he's incredible, man. And again, thank you so much. Congratulations on this upcoming stuff here. That's incredible. And as I said before, I'm super sure that our next topic is gonna be about the thousands of projects coming up soon. And also, those who are watching this or listening to it, if this is your first one, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow. It helps a lot. If this is your fifth one, sixth one, thank you so much. Keep watching, spread the word. Also, spread the word that there is in this world this incredible, amazing actor, which is Scott over here. And Scott, again, thank you so much. Keep inspiring, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one.
Thanks, you brother. Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.